starting this evening here at Chesapeake High School. Got a huge matchup in the OVC here between Chesapeake Panthers at their home school versus the Fairland Dragons of Proctorville. We have both squads coming into this evening, 10-1 in the conference. Tonight's such a big game in that the winner of this game will be sitting atop the OVC conference standings alone, and likely good opportunity that the team that wins this tonight will be winning the conference overall. Fairland comes into this evening with a 16-2 record overall. Chesapeake comes into tonight with a 15-2 record. So this is just a huge matchup and a huge rivalry between these two schools. This evening I've got with me, as many of you may know him as, Floyd. He is a major authority on high school basketball here in Southern Ohio, and many of you have probably seen a lot of his rankings and a lot of his messages about high school basketball on the Southeast Ohio Preps website. So I'd like to say hello to Floyd and talk to him a little bit about tonight's matchup.
Tate, nice to meet you. Should be a great one. I always come to the river to see games like this and gymnasiums like this because you always know it's going to be packed. It's always a great game between these two schools. I know there's some bad blood between them just because of the proximity of the schools. So that itself makes it a good game no matter what the records are. But tonight, like you said, both 10-1. This game will probably decide who's going to win the OVC. Absolutely.
And we don't have the exact records between these two teams and which team has won the most titles of the OVC over the last several years, but most of us can probably agree that in the last 10 years, it's either been Fairland or Chesapeake that sat atop the OVC and then moved on into sectionals and into state play from the OVC. Floyd, tell me a little bit about what you think and all the various rivalries and games that you see throughout Southern Ohio. Where would you rank this particular rivalry?
Well, this one, just because the atmosphere is right up there. You know, there's other schools. You got the Warren-Logan game. Again, you got Warren's coach that used to be at Logan, so that kind of lends to a rivalry. You got Portsmouth-Wheelersburg, those kind of things. Again, all the proximity as far as the schools go, and it goes back. It doesn't even have to be in basketball. The football rivalries, even the other night we had one. It was where we had the Benton County game last night, or the other night with Jackson. Both of those schools, again, a little bad blood between them, but part of it is they've all been successful, and both of them trying to one-up each other no matter what the sport is.
Yeah, as many are probably aware, over the last several years, Fairland has happened to have the edge with a couple of the squads that they've had come through here in the last 5 years. But prior to that, Chesapeake had a nice little run. So that's just created such a rivalry here between these two teams. And it goes way back into the early 80s at least, probably a lot earlier than that if we had an opportunity to get a little bit more of that history here. But games such as this is truly what Southern Ohio basketball is all about. You got a small gym, you got huge crowds, you've got loud crowds, you've got great student sections that are going to be yelling back and forth to each other. This is really just what small school basketball is all about here in Southern Ohio. Floyd, can you tell me a little bit more about the atmospheres that you've seen and what really makes them great?
Well, like you said, the small schools in Southeastern Ohio, you've only got two D1 schools. You got Chillicothe and you got Logan. Everything else, you got the D2s, D3s, D4s. And the further I go down and watch the D4 schools, you go to Peebles. You go in, you've got the atmosphere just like this. Like you said, the student sections, they're on each other back and forth throughout the game. The players, they know each other because all the communities are right there. They play with each other during AAU ball in the summer. So it all kind of goes together to make what we've got tonight where you can't even hear yourself think.
Absolutely. We've got some storied coaches here too. You have Ryan Davis for the Chesapeake Panthers, and then you have Nathan Speed for the Fairland Dragons, both who have created and kept such a great basketball atmosphere between the two schools, and just have some great records between them. Again, as I mentioned, Fairland comes in with a 16-2 record for the entire season. Chesapeake stands right now at 15-2, so you've got some really successful teams going against each other here tonight that have some really good seasons thus far. And also, both teams, again, as we mentioned, are 10-1 in the OVC. So that just makes for such a huge game tonight that the winner of this one's going to be sitting atop the conference. And there's a good opportunity that they're going to sit well, beginning the state tournament, going into sectionals as well, based on whoever will win this. Do you have a little bit to talk about there as far as where the teams will go going into the sectional tournaments here too, P-Floyd?
This one's different this year because you've got super sectionals, so everybody goes into those, and the coaches, I believe it's on February 9th, they're ranking from 1 through 18. And they can't rank themselves, but they got 17 they've got to place. And then my understanding is that those teams that have the best record, then they get to choose which site they get to go to. So, and I was talking to Coach Maddox of Warren the other night. He said that there was a possibility that you may be at one site for your first game, and then you might win that one and have to go to another site for your second game. So it's a little bit different than, you go to one site and you play all the games there before you get on the road to the combo.
Yeah, and that just adds to the excitement of this game and the importance of this game between these two schools. Again, this rivalry is just a lot of excitement. This rivalry's been going on for a long time. As P. Floyd mentioned, the proximity of the two schools, we see each other everywhere. We see each other at the store, we see each other in town, we see each other at the restaurants, we see each other in football, and just being so close to each other just adds to the excitement of this game. And once we get out here on the floor, it's us against them. We may like each other, we may even live next to each other possibly throughout the communities, but once we get out here on the floor, it's definitely an us against them, and we're going to try to win at all costs type game. These two teams coming in have just had some really successful seasons, as we mentioned. Chesapeake really plays an upbeat tempo. They rely a lot on their defense. They create a lot of transition points with their defense. Fairland, on the other hand, comes in and plays some very deliberate offense. They rely a lot on the three ball. P. Floyd, can you tell me a little bit about that and what some of the strategies might be with the coaches?
Like you said, with Fairland coming in, I'm from Logan, so when I think of coming down and seeing a Fairland basketball game over the last 10 years or so, I'm thinking about 20, 21 threes going up, and that hasn't changed this year. When you take a look at it, they're making almost 50% of their threes. So they're in a game and they shoot that well, they're usually on top when they come out. Like you said, with Chesapeake, when I think of a Coach Davis team, and even before that, when Norm Pearson was here, then I'm looking at fundamentally sound team. As you said, this year they're pushing the ball. It doesn't matter whether it's a made bucket or it's in transition, they're pushing the ball for 32 minutes. They're probably one of the best conditioned team that I've seen. And then you take a look at some of the scorebook after the games are over, and out of that they play 9. So they got a deep bench, and you're looking at maybe 7 kids that have the potential to be in double figures in scoring just because of the transition and moving the ball and getting out there and getting out in front. But as you said, it's a great game, great atmosphere. I expect nothing but the best tonight, although I thought the same last year. Last year I came down and went down to Fairland to see this game, the second in the home and home, and Fairland blew them out. It was 60-41, I believe, or 61-40. So you never know what you're going to get.
Yep.
The only thing that I know, I came to see a good game, and P. Floyd only goes to see good games.
That's right, yep. Well, folks, we've got about 5 minutes here till tip-off. We'd like to thank P. Floyd here very much for his insight into this, and thank him so much for the information that he provides us on Southeast Ohio Preps and in other places. About 4 minutes and 50 seconds before tip-off. We'll see you back here in just a couple minutes. P. Floyd, thank you very much.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are at Chesapeake High School for this matchup between the Fairland Dragons of Proctorville and the Chesapeake Panthers. Getting ready for tip-off here between these two rivalries. Big game here tonight. Both teams 10-1 in the Ohio Valley Conference. Winner of this one likely will end up with the Ohio Valley Conference title, unless something changes drastically between now and the end of the regular season. We start out, Jacob Polson, Fairland with a tip. Jacob Polson up top to Jordan Williams. Fairland moving the ball around early. Working their half-court set here. Taking their time, being patient, finding the open pass. Jacob Polson with the three, bounces in and out. Chesapeake with the rebound. And just as we spoke of earlier, quickly up the floor. Jump ball, gonna be underneath the basket to Chesapeake. As we saw there early, Chesapeake's very quick to bring the ball off the floor in transition. That's where the way they score the majority of their points. Getting the ball out of bounds, they have an opportunity to start a half-court set. Shot in and out by 21 Durf. Applying some full court man-to-man pressure here. Clayton Thomas with the ball. Good ball movement by Fairland around underneath the basket to a three. Just missed by Aiden Porter. Again, Chesapeake pushing the ball up quickly. And as you can hear, this is a very lively atmosphere here this evening for this game. Another rebound by Fairland on the defensive boards. Number 22, Josh Cox, losing his shoe, but still making it up the floor. Ball out of bounds on Fairland. Chesapeake's ball. Score still 0-0 here, 6:07 left in the first quarter. Only a couple shot attempts so far by each school. And as is the case normally with Chesapeake, both those shots have been mid-range jumpers, whereas both shots by Fairland so far have been three-point attempts. Number 4, Levi Blankenship with a nice crossover move. Get the ball into the paint for a nice jumper. Score 2-0, Chesapeake. Fairland moving the ball around. Aiden Porter looked at that three, passed it up for a pass inside to Polson. Clayton working up top. Tipped pass. Here comes Chesapeake on the transition. Ball out of bounds to the Dragons. About 3 minutes into this first quarter. And so far it's been a very high tempo game. There we are right there. Chesapeake creating a turnover. Transition. but missed that layup. Aiden Porter with the rebound. Foul called on Levi Blankenship. Travis Grimm into the game. There's Chesapeake with a light man-to-man press, full court. Polson bringing the ball across the timeline. Fairland moving the ball rather quickly here in this first quarter. Chesapeake, as they normally do, playing tight. And there it is, first three-pointer by Clayton Thomas. Chesapeake quickly gets the ball back up the floor into their half-court set. Score 3-2 Fairland. About 4 minutes left in this first quarter. This first quarter, thus far, very high energy. Steal by Gavin Hunt. Fairland going into their half-court set here. Clayton Thomas looking for that backdoor cut. Good steal by Chesapeake. Yet another turnover forced by Chesapeake. Nathan Cox with the jumper. Quick pass down the floor to Polson to make the score 5-2. 3:25 left in the first quarter. Fairland having a good opportunity for some transition there. Shot was just not able to fall by Aiden Porter. Gavin Hunt with the rebound, but unfortunately out of bounds off the Dragons, back to Chesapeake. Blankenship across the timeline with Aiden Porter, man-to-man. Pick and roll. Good help defense there by the Dragons. Porter bringing it across the timeline. Fairland get into their two-guard half-court set. Fairland with an offensive rebound, but just not able to finish. Clayton comes up with it on Fairland's defensive end of the floor. High screen pick and roll between Polson and Thomas. Gavin Hunt called for the charge. Nathan Cox into the lineup for the Panthers. And Xander Schmidt into the lineup for the Dragons. Blankenship to Cox. Travis Grimm, short-range jumper, miss. Rebound Dragons. Thomas bringing the ball up. Across the timeline to Williams. Polson with the ball fake at the free throw line. Aiden Porter into the paint. But his shot was blocked by Josh Cox. Fairland's ball underneath. Polson out to Thomas for his second three of the game. Makes the score 8-2 Fairland with 51 seconds left here in the first quarter. Thus far, this is appearing to be a defensive game. Neither team shooting well thus far. Fairland passing the ball well underneath. About 23 seconds left. It looks like they're probably going to set up for one last shot here in the first quarter. Ten seconds left. That's the end of the first quarter here at Chesapeake High School. Fairland Dragons 8, Chesapeake Panthers 2. Start of this second quarter here, we'd like to thank Armstrong Neighborhood Channel for sponsoring this game this evening and allowing this recording of this rivalry between these two high schools here along the Ohio River. Start of the second quarter, ball goes to Fairland in their half-court two-guard set. Polson with a miss from the free throw line, but Jordan Williams with a good rebound. Out to Clayton Thomas up top for the three. Off the left of the iron. Rebound Chesapeake. Blankenship bringing the ball up. Fouled by Aiden Porter. That's his second foul. He's going to bring in Gavin Hunt off the bench for Fairland. Chesapeake ball out on the side. Dylan Caldwell to the line, shooting two. Foul was called on Xander Schmidt. That's his first, team fourth. Caldwell with 1 of 2 from the line. Fairland bringing the ball up across the timeline. Polson with a bank shot three from the top of the key to make the score 11-3 Fairland. Jordan Williams with the defensive rebound. Clayton Thomas bringing the ball across the timeline for Fairland. Fairland's been running this high post offense with 2 guards. Fairland with this offense many times is very patient with the ball, looking for the open shot, willing to pass the ball multiple times to find the open look to the rim. Clayton Thomas with a deep 3, off the mark. Chesapeake bringing the ball across the timeline. Shot from the corner by Caldwell, miss. Jordan Williams with another rebound. Fairland bringing the ball slowly across the timeline. About 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Fairland 11, Chesapeake 3. Fairland still going with this high post. Pass from the high post down to Jordan Williams low to a cutting Gavin Hunt for the traditional 3-point play. Gavin Hunt going to the line to shoot the and one. Chesapeake's Ryan Davis calling a timeout here. About 5 minutes and 16 seconds left here in this second quarter. Look for Chesapeake here the remainder of this second quarter to probably really ratchet up their man-to-man defense here. Try to create some turnovers and then score in transition off of those turnovers. Throughout this season, they've been able to build some pretty significant leads against teams with that style of play. So we'll see what happens here in the remaining 5 minutes of the second quarter. Fairland has controlled the defensive boards thus far in this game. That's been somewhat the difference. Chesapeake's really only been able to get one shot.
That was number 41, Trent Kerr. This from Steve Kerr.
Olsen with a drive to the bucket. Off the pass fake out to Clayton Thomas. Gavin Hunt with good defense here on his own end of the floor as Chesapeake was trying to take the ball out. Travis Grimm checking back into the game. Levi Blankenship bringing the ball up the floor across the timeline. Gavin Hunt playing defense against him. Levi Blankenship with a long 3 off the mark. Fairland with yet another defensive rebound. Clayton Thomas with a long 3 off the mark. Chesapeake with the rebound, but then the foul by Fairland, trying to catch the steal.
Foul number 5, Jordan Williams, his first, team fifth.
Foul on Jordan Williams. His first foul, team 5th. 3 minutes and 24 seconds left. Two more fouls would put Chesapeake here into the bonus with about 3 minutes left in the second quarter. High screen for Blankenship with a 3, off the mark. Hitting off the top of the backboard, which is out of bounds, which brings it into a timeout. Coach Davis calling a timeout for his team here as Fairland will get the ball out of bounds. 3 minutes and 14 seconds left here in the second quarter. Aiden Porter back into the lineup for the Dragons. Chesapeake applying some light man-to-man pressure full court. Fairland easily across the timeline. Gavin Hunt, the bank shot.
Delay game on number 13.
Just under 3 minutes left here in this second quarter. Score, Fairland 18, Panthers 3. Blankenship bringing the ball across the timeline. Man-to-man defense by Fairland. Chesapeake has just not been able to convert on those jumpers thus far in the game. That's been the difference so far in this game. Fairland yet again here showing their patience. Aaron pass by number 1, Aiden Porter. Ball out of bounds to the Panthers. Levi Blankenship yet again with the ball, bringing it across the timeline. Defense by Gavin Hunt. Long 3 by Blankenship off the mark. Yet another defensive rebound by the Fairland Dragons. Clayton Thomas bringing the ball across the timeline. Pass into the high post to Polson. Over to Thomas for the 3 and the miss. Chesapeake with a rebound, bringing it back up the floor. Kick out to Travis Grimm to finally stop the drought here by the Chesapeake Panthers. Maybe give them a little bit of a spark here with only 1:20 left in the second quarter. Rebound underneath by Tevin Taylor. Foul is on 22, Josh Cox. That's his second foul. 4th team foul by the Panthers. Tevin Taylor to the line. Jordan Williams back into the game for the Fairland Dragons. Substitutions as well for Chesapeake. Number 32, Ethan Taylor into the game for the Panthers. Taylor, 1 of 2 from the line. Chesapeake bringing the ball up quickly on transition. Ball out of bounds against Fairland. Panthers ball underneath. Levi Blankenship going to the rim, fouled by Jordan Williams. That's his second foul by Jordan Williams. That's team 6th. Levi Blankenship at the line to shoot 2. Next foul by the Dragons will put the Panthers into the bonus. 58 seconds left in this second quarter. Number 22, Nate Thacker, checking into the game. About 50 seconds left in this second quarter. Score 19-8 Fairland. I suspect Fairland will slow the ball down here, burn clock, to try to just take one last shot here in this second quarter, going into halftime. Shot by Nate Thacker from the corner, number 22, 3 ball. 30 seconds left. Makes it 22-8, Fairland. Chesapeake likely to work for one last shot here in the second quarter, not give Fairland a chance to put any more points on the board in this first half. Levi Blankenship, drive to the basket, able to draw a foul, going to the line to shoot 2. That foul was on Gavin Hunt. That's his second, team 7th. 12 seconds left in this second quarter. Number 4, Levi Blankenship at the free throw line to shoot 2. Levi making his first. Blankenship shooting 1. Puts the score at Fairland 22, Chesapeake 10. 12 seconds left in this second quarter as we go into halftime. See what Fairland's able to do. Colson with a pass to Nate Thacker in the corner for his second three-pointer of the game. That puts the score at halftime. Fairland Dragons 25, the home Chesapeake Panthers 10. As we mentioned, this game it's been a very energetic, loud crowd so far in this first half. This first half, Fairland was able to control the tempo of the game, which took Chesapeake completely out of their normal style of play, which is, as we've mentioned, is fast transition off of defensive turnovers and then able to convert those into scores. As we've been able to see here thus far in this first half, Chesapeake was not shooting well from mid-range, not able to get off the number of shots that they would normally like. Fairland was very deliberate on their end of the floor with their normal patient 2 high guard to high post offense. Fairland was able to control the defensive boards in that first half. Welcome back here to Chesapeake High School here at Pearson Court. Getting ready to start the second half here of this contest between the Chesapeake Panthers hosting the Fairland Dragons of Proctorville. Starting this second half, score Fairland 25, Chesapeake Panthers 10. We'll see what the Chesapeake Panthers, what adjustments they will have made in the locker room here at halftime. Fairland really appeared to take them out of their game so far, as Chesapeake's normal Gavin Hunt with a quick steal to start this second half. Miss on the layup. Levi Blankenship with the ball, driving, dump off, steal by Clayton Thomas. Polson with a ball up high, pass to the wing to Aiden Porter. Fairland in their high guard, high post offensive set. Polson with the three. Aiden Porter with the rebound and the miss. Chesapeake comes up with a rebound. Quick take to the basket by number 3, Nathan Cox. Fouled by Jacob Polson. Puts number 3, Nathan Cox, to the line, shooting 2. Makes the first. Nathan Cox makes the second to bring the score 25-11. Just under 1 minute off the clock here in this second half, this third quarter of this contest between the Dragons and the Panthers. Chesapeake with a full court press. Fairland able to get it across the timeline quickly. Gavin Hunt with a take to the rim. Jordan Williams with a rebound. Number 22, Josh Cox with a foul. That's his third, going to take him out of the game here. Bring in number 32, Ethan Taylor. Fairland bringing the ball in bounds. Chesapeake with the trap. Williams able to get the ball back up top to Aiden Porter. Jacob Polson with a tip in. Off the three-point shot by Clayton Thomas. Levi Blankenship called with the charge. That's Blankenship's second foul. Chesapeake's second team foul for this third quarter. Polson with a low post move, just not able to get it to fall. Gavin Hunt attempting to get the offensive rebound. That's his third foul. team second for the Dragons. About 5.5 minutes left here in this third quarter. Chesapeake moving the ball well. Levi with a deep three. Just off the mark, Jordan Williams with another defensive rebound. Fairland bringing the ball down quickly. Kick out to Clayton Thomas. The three just off the mark, off the back of the rim. Travis Grimm bringing the ball up. Loose ball foul. Going to be on Jordan Williams, number 5. That's going to be his third, team third here in this third quarter. You can hear the Fairland student section a little unhappy with that call. Nate Thacker, number 22, into the lineup for the Dragons. Chesapeake bringing the ball in. Back up top to Blankenship. He drives to the rim, blocked by Thacker. Loose ball picked up by Polson.
Foul number 12, Austin Jackson, his first, team third.
That foul called on number 12, Austin Jackson. That's his first, team third. 6 fouls called so far in this half. Team's playing a little more aggressively on the defensive side of the ball. Fairland getting it up. Loose ball, Fairland going after it. Fairland comes up with it. Chesapeake's just really struggling right now to make those short-range jumpers and those layups. That was one of their transition opportunities there. Defensive side of the ball. Good play there by Chesapeake to draw the foul on number 1, Aiden Porter. That's Aiden's third foul. 4th team foul for Fairland. Blankenship bringing the ball up quickly. Blankenship with a 3. Off the mark. Rebound by Xander Schmidt. Fairland bringing the ball up the floor. Chesapeake in their man-to-man defense. Blankenship versus Thomas here up top. Throw into the high post to Polson. Clayton Thomas just off the mark with a 3. Travis Grimm with the miss. Ball out to the Dragons. Chesapeake bringing their man-to-man defense full court. Xander Schmidt pulling up for the 3 and the make. Levi Blankenship again off the mark. Chesapeake seems to be a little off in what they'd like their game plan to be. Maybe shooting their shots a little quicker than what they would like. Clayton Thomas bringing the ball before across to Polson. Back to Thomas, across the timeline. Skip pass over to Xander Schmidt. Another skip pass to Hunt, drives in, decides to bring it back out to Thomas. Ball into Polson, loose ball. Fairland with a timeout. Fairland controlling the defensive glass and bringing the ball up slowly and taking their time in their half-court offensive set has really just changed up the normal style of play that Chesapeake likes to play. Chesapeake really likes those quick rebounds on the defensive end into transition, pushing the ball quickly up the floor for easy layups. They also like to create those turnovers, but thus far Fairland has limited those turnovers on their offensive end of the floor and taken good care of the ball. That has been most of the difference here so far in this third quarter, with Fairland leading 30-12. Fairland taking the ball out underneath. Chesapeake with the turnover there. Fairland just having a little trouble getting the ball in bounds. Tevin Taylor subbing in now for number 2, Gavin Hunt. Chesapeake bringing the ball up the floor, and Levi Blankenship across the timeline to number 12, Austin Jackson. Levi Blankenship with a 3 in the corner. Loose ball, Chesapeake tries to keep it on their side of the timeline. Jacob Polson comes up with it. Clayton Thomas driving to the basket. Jump ball called. Possession arrow to the Dragons. Substitution by Chesapeake. Number 3, Nathan Cox coming into the game. Fairland taking the ball out again underneath. Quick shot. Offensive rebound by Tevin Taylor. Fouled by number 21, Trent Durth. That's his second foul, team 4th. 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Score still 30-12. Quick turnover there by the Dragons. Gives the ball back over to the Panthers. Again, quickly, we'd like to thank Armstrong Neighborhood Channel for televising this game. Chesapeake running their half-court set. Austin Jackson with a take to the rim. Lost the ball, but was able to come back up with it and put it in for 2 to bring the score to 30-14, Fairland in the lead. Fairland able to get it across, but then Chesapeake 8 with the steal. Able to get it. Another quick score by Chesapeake on a steal, turnover into transition points. That's what Chesapeake has liked to do so far this season. Another turnover by the Dragons. Brings Coach Speed to call a full timeout to get things settled down on the Fairland side of the floor. Panthers taking the ball out here with about 1:05 left in this third quarter. Levi Blankenship bringing the ball up the floor. Tevin Taylor waiting on him up the top of the key. Fairland playing their man-to-man defense. Shooting foul by Nate Thacker, putting Trent Durth to the line, shooting 2. Ethan Taylor checking into the game for the Panthers. Trent Durth shooting second of 2. Made both of those there to bring the score to 30-18.
Fairland still with the lead, getting the ball across the timeline. Polson with the ball up top, with the ball fake, being patient. Fairland likely looking for one last shot here with 20 seconds left on the clock. Ten seconds left on the clock. Ball to Polson, high post. Tries to look for the cutter. Tevin Taylor underneath. Chesapeake with a last second shot there on the miss. Finishes up the third quarter with Fairland still in the lead with 30 points versus the Panthers 18. For these two stellar teams with very good records coming into this matchup tonight. Here we are, the start of this fourth quarter of this matchup between the Panthers and the Dragons. Josh Cox. Fairland with a rebound off the Josh Cox miss. Polson bringing the ball up. We'll look for Fairland here probably to slow down the tempo of this game and take their time. Look for an open shot and burn some time off the clock here. Chesapeake's gonna have to step it up there. Just as number 21, Trent Durth did. They're gonna have to step up into the ball, get some active hands defensively, try to create some turnovers that they could maybe turn into some transition points. Travis Grimm checking back into the game for the Panthers. Number 11, Xander Schmidt checking back into the game for the Dragons. Bringing the ball in on the side. Ball into Jordan Williams. Chesapeake with the steal, but then Fairland turns right back around and is able to get the ball. Polson able to take care of it. And as expected, the defensive intensity is going to only continue to be picked up here, especially by the Panthers here in this fourth quarter. But in that situation, there's a foul called on number 2, Travis Grimm. That's his first foul, team's 5th. Ball inbounds to Polson. Polson with a shot right at the rim. Comes up just a bit short. Number 21 for the Panthers, Trent Durth, bringing the ball up the floor. Able to draw a foul. Going to the line to shoot 2. Foul is on number 0, Jacob Polson. That's his second foul. That's going to be team 6 foul. Fairland has only one more foul to give before they put the Panthers into the bonus. That could come into play here as this quarter continues to wind down. Still 7 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Durth able to drain both those free throws to make the score 30-20. Chesapeake chipping away slowly at that lead that Fairland held and still holds. Aiden Porter with a take to the rim. Missed the layup, but able to draw a shooting foul. Number 1, Aiden Porter going to the line to shoot 2 for the Dragons. That also puts the Panthers at 6 team fouls. Next foul for either team is going to put them into the bonus. Porter makes both of his free throws. Bring the score to 32-20 with 6.5 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Number 12, Austin Jackson, bringing the ball into the paint. Foul is on the floor, however, but that does put Chesapeake into the bonus. So Jackson going to the line to shoot 1-on-1. 6.5 minutes left in the contest, and he makes the first. And he makes the second. Bring the score back to 10 again. Fairland 32, Chesapeake 22. Foul called on number 12, Austin Jackson. That's his second, team 7th. So that also brings Fairland into the bonus. Jacob Polson going to the line for the Fairland Dragons to shoot 1-on-1. Polson makes the first. Polson makes the second. Brings the score to 34-22. 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fairland still with the lead. Levi Blankenship driving to the basket. On the miss, ball out of bounds to the Dragons. Chesapeake, as expected, being down at this point in the game, starting a full court press. Polson with the ball, bringing the ball up the floor, across the timeline down to Gavin Hunt. Hunt with the miss, Chesapeake with the rebound. Chesapeake had good ball movement on their end of the floor. They're just now was just not able to get the shot to drop. Fouls on number 22, Josh Cox. That's his 4th, team 8th. It's going to bring Jordan Williams to the line for the Dragons, shooting 1-on-1. He makes the first. And he makes the second. That brings the score to 36-22. Fairland still in the lead. Just under 6 minutes left in the contest. Levi Blankenship with a long 3. Misses the mark. Fairland with a rebound. Chesapeake has pulled back their press. Fairland's going to bring it here into their half-court set. Ball out of bounds off of Chesapeake. Fairland's ball. Jordan Williams looking for that back cut pass to Polson, who was just not able to hold on to it. Ball out of bounds to the Panthers. Timeout called by Chesapeake, full timeout. 5 minutes and 25 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Score, Fairland 36, Chesapeake 22. Chesapeake bringing the ball up the floor here with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Chesapeake applying full court pressure now. Try to create some turnovers to be able to get back into this ball game. Fairland able to get it over the timeline. Polson with a long pass to the corner to Aiden Porter for the three and the miss. Out to Clayton Thomas with the miss. Levi Blankenship with a long pass down the floor. Clayton Thomas turns right back around with a long pass back down to Gavin Hunt. Brings the ball back out up top. High post down to the corner for Aiden Porter. On the miss, Jordan Williams with the rebound. Underneath pass to Gavin Hunt for the two. Brings the score to 38-24, Fairland. Number 12, Austin Jackson with the three, comes up short. Gavin Hunt with the rebound. Fairland bringing the ball up the floor. Full court pressure being applied by the Panthers. Fairland able to get it across the timeline. Fairland bringing it out. They're going to start taking their time here, I would assume. Levi Blankenship with a foul. That's his third, team ninth. Aiden Porter will be going to the line to shoot one-on-one. Both teams coming out of the timeout. Aiden Porter on the line, shooting 1-1. Score 38-24, 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Porter with the miss. Chesapeake with the rebound, bringing the ball quickly up the floor. Austin Jackson to Levi Blankenship up top. A nice ball fake for an open shot. Ball literally goes all the way into the rim and back out. I believe that's the epitome of how Chesapeake's night has went thus far. Good open shot, good shot. Ball just pops right back out. Look for Chesapeake to really start applying the pressure here with 3 minutes and 35 seconds left. Fairland with a 14-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Fairland will have to really take care of the ball, be careful with it. Clayton wanted to shoot that three in the corner, thought better, passed it back out to the top. Clayton with the ball in the corner this time will take the shot and drains it from the corner. Chesapeake quickly with the ball back up the floor, trying to find an open shot. Blankenship with the three, just off the rim. Chesapeake has just had trouble getting the shot to fall here tonight. That's been one of the biggest differences in the game thus far. They've had open looks, but just not able to get that shot to drain. Trent Dirth with the short three. Ball goes out of bounds to the Dragons. Chesapeake with a couple substitutions. Ethan Taylor in. Number 5, Caldwell, setting up into their full court press. Fairland able to break the press easily across the timeline. Skip pass over to Porter. Porter brings it back up top. Up to the high post to Polson. Number 21, Trent Dirth with a foul. Putting Jacob Polson to the line. Shooting the double bonus, shooting 2. Score 41-24, Fairland in the lead at this point. About 2.5 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Jacob with the first make. Polson with the second make brings the score to 43-24 with 2.5 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Chesapeake swinging the ball around. Blankenship driving into the paint, kicks back out to Taylor. Corner shot off the mark. Fairland with a rebound, drawing the foul. Gavin Hunt going to the line to shoot double bonus. Caldwell's first foul. Fairland's into the double bonus now. So every foul now will allow them to shoot 2 at the free throw line. Fairland with 7 fouls, which also puts Chesapeake into the bonus. So any more fouls against Fairland will put Chesapeake to the line, shooting 1-1. Hunt with a miss on the first shot. Gets a second shot. Makes the second to bring the score to 44-24. Fairland with the lead. Chesapeake going to be looking for some quick shots. And there yet again, just shows their poor shooting night. Ball rolls all the way in and back out. Fairland brings the ball across the timeline. Nice give and go by Thomas to Polson. Polson coming up a little short on the layup. Travis Grimm bringing the ball down. Goes in for the layup and is able to draw the foul. Going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Foul number 1, Aiden Porter is his fourth. Teammate. Number 2.
That foul's on Aiden Porter, his 4th foul. Team 8th. Travis Grimm at the line to shoot 2. Number 22, Josh Cox, and number 12, Austin Jackson, checking into the lineup for the Panthers. Also number 21, Trent Dirth, checking into the lineup. He must be checking in for the shooter. They bring him back out, waiting on the shot. Chesapeake on the miss. Hunt with the rebound. Going to bring the ball back down to the other end of the floor for Gavin Hunt to step to the line to shoot 2. Foul on number 5, Caldwell. That's his second foul. Fairland still in the double bonus. So Hunt will be shooting 2 from the free throw line. Panthers with a substitution. Number 21, Trent Dirth into the game. Gavin Hunt with a make on his second shot to bring the score to 45-24. Mason Manns checking into the lineup. Minute 43 left in his fourth quarter. Chesapeake with a quick 2. They're going to have to foul here to try to stop the clock. Score's now 45-26.
The line for the Dragons, number 2, Gavin Hunt, shooting 2.
Gavin Hunt stepping to the line to shoot double bonus. Makes the first. Panthers with a couple substitutions. Ethan Taylor. Number 33, Jacob Lemley into the game. Fairland with some substitutions. Tevin Taylor, Nate Thacker, and Xander Schmidt into the game. Gavin Hunt with a make. Brings the score to 47-26. Levi Blankenship into the paint for the score. Chesapeake with a turnover to turn the ball back over to Fairland. Fairland bringing the ball up the floor. Xander Schmidt bringing the ball up, drawing the foul. He'll be stepping to the line for the double bonus. Xander with the main free throw to bring it to 49-28 with 1 minute left in the contest. 3-point basket by 5, Dylan Caldwell. Xander Schmidt bringing the ball off the floor. Again, going to the free throw line for a double bonus. Xander Schmidt with the first make. Brings the score to 50-31. 57 seconds left in this matchup. And Xander Schmidt with the second make. Blankenship bringing the ball up the floor, taking it to the basket. Able to put the ball in. Bucket plus 1 for the traditional 3-point play. Levi Blankenship going to the line to shoot 1. Levi with the make. Brings the score to 51-34 with about 45 seconds left in the game. Fairland's going to work the burn clock here. .30 seconds left. Ten seconds left in the matchup. Fairland will just hold the ball to run the clock out. That is the end of the game. Final score here on Pearson Court at Chesapeake High School. Fairland 51, Chesapeake Panthers 34. We'd like to thank the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel for recording this game this evening. Stay tuned to the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel for other local events, and also subscribe to their YouTube channel to catch various other sporting and local events that take place here in Lawrence County.